AI tool that we created to further assist doctors in helping diagnose their patients with diabetes.
So in the back end, we used in Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studio Designer, where we've created our own pipeline to classify if a person has diabetes or not based on various inputs. So this is our data set. We selected columns in our data set, normalized the data, basic data processing, splitting from training and testing data, and we've created a 2-class logistic regression model to train our model, score our model, and evaluate our model using proper statistics. After that, we've created a real-time inference model of our machine learning model where we can essentially use blank values and test it and get out a probability prediction. So we have a basic REST endpoint where we can consume our model. We have a primary key and a REST endpoint. Our consumption options are in 3 different languages, and because one of these isn't JavaScript, we decided to use a Flask and HTML and CSS basic web application to create our application. So this is our Flask front end, Flask HTML and CSS front end, where we have our application. So first we have a method that routes our application to home.html. Home.html is our main web page where we can collect input and submit it to our REST API. So if we go down, we collect all the input using a request, and right underneath we send all this input to the REST API and receive return. So after that, let's just put in a bunch of sample data, and we get out if the person has diabetes or not, probability, and a little note that says if the probability is closer to 50%, it's higher that the chance of the prediction is a close call. And the best part of this application is how simple it is to use in the real world. Whenever doctors are unsure or if they just want to double check whatever they think, they can use our application to see if they're right or wrong. And in many cases, this could mean the difference between if a person will be diagnosed or not.
And adding on to this also can make treatment and faster and more to the mass population, because not only does this help diagnose easier, but it also helps diagnose people faster. So a doctor can diagnose more people that are in need per day, and this can overall just increase the productivity of the industry.
Thank you from the team at Diagnosis.ai.